Yeah, there's a...
Look, you
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
doing all right?
Good.
How are you?
Good, how are you? I'm doing well. You're under the politics and abortion tag.
Mm-hmm.
That's very fun. What is your position on, I guess abortion, because that's an issue here.
Abortion, I am pro-life.
You're pro-life. Okay, how come? Just curious.
Because I value all life.
You value all life.
Yeah. Do you?
I mean, I'm pro-choice. I mean, for multiple reasons. I mean, one of them is because I don't believe the fetus has personhood pre-18 weeks. So I don't think necessarily we should ascribe moral value to just any life. I think that, intelligent life, life that has the ability to have some sort of complex consciousness that you and I have, that every single human past that point possesses until brain death due to the complexity of the human brain. So I wouldn't say that we should give life. It doesn't make sense to me. But and also, even if we were to do that, there's concepts like bodily autonomy, in which women shouldn't be forced to use their body to sustain the life of another human being against their will. So, yeah.
So do you think that we should, like all special ed classes, should we just go and kill all those kids in those classes because they're less complex
No, they're not.
thinkers?
They're not. They possess the same cerebral cortex that you and I do, albeit it's structured differently. It still has the exact same capacity to function like any of us.
And if we wait for that fetus to grow into that, would that be potentially have the same as you and I?
I mean,
same thing?
I mean, potential is a bad argument because you could say potential occurs even before conception. So should we stop contraception because it stops the potential of the egg and sperm from meeting and therefore eventually developing that complex thinking?
You really practiced these lines, didn't you?
I just like debating the issue. I'm curious what you think. Should we ban contraception?
You said you believe that you believe that. So if I believe in unicorns, does that make them real?
If you have an argument that you can substantiate, then sure, but that's why we're having this discussion.
Yes, a fetus, it will always lead to a human life, and I don't think anybody has a right to kill it in the womb.
Okay.
If you had sex, if a woman had sex or was inseminated, then that life is not at fault for anything other than being created.
Sure, for sure. I mean, but that potential occurs even before they meet. Like a sperm and an egg can potentially lead to creating a human being. And that potential life can develop subjective experience. So should we ban contraception because you're preventing a human life from being created the same way you're preventing that?
No, I don't think you should, but you should be responsible.
Wait, but if you by using contraception, you're preventing that human being from existing and then that human being of having the potential of reaching subjective experience.
So the argument is that when it's at conception, so conception is when the egg and the sperm meet, correct?
Why does that matter?
Because that's when life is created. A sperm is not alive.
Yes, a sperm is alive.
Okay, well, it doesn't create life, so
yeah,
it won't turn into a human. If you jack off and come into a sock, it's not going to turn into life. It's the egg and the sperm, when it's conceived, that's what makes the life.
So why should I value that life? Why should I care?
Why should I value your life?
Because my standard of life is logically consistent across all organisms.
But what if I believe it's not?
What do you mean it is? We should value... Wait, why should we value human life? What makes human life inherently valuable?
If I have to tell you that, then your moral compass is...
No, I have a question. So
just answer the question.
No, 100... Wait, what was your question? Just so I can properly answer.
No, I'm telling her.
Yeah, no.
Just answer the question.
Can you repeat the question?
What makes life inherently valuable?
Yeah, what makes human life inherently valuable?
That it's a human life that somebody chose to create, and that it's the most vulnerable that they are going after. You're going after the most vulnerable.
Absolutely. Absolutely, totally. So I have it's a little bit of a thought experiment, pretty simple. Have you ever watched Star Trek?
I know of it. I never got into it.
Yeah, do you know what the Vulcans are?
Yep.
So would you consider them to be valuable or not? Like if you saw a Vulcan, they're very similar to humans, but they're not humans. Do you think they're valuable? Do you think we can kill them? They're not human, so why are they valuable? Or do you think they're valuable?
So he's asking you a universal question across all life forms, basically.
So basically, like animals too, right? So they're like what?
Sort of. Wait, sort of.
Beasts?
Sort of. No, my point is that I think that if we uniquely ascribe value to humans, if another life form came that possessed all the qualities we do, literally like the same as me, but just doesn't have human DNA and isn't part of the human family, should we not give them value? Do you think we should kill? If a Vulcan came along, would you give them the same moral consideration as you would a human?
It depends. If it was a threat to me, then
in general.
So here's the thing. I give the same value that I would to you as a human that I do a dog or...
You do?
Yes. Not to say that they are as... Intelligent or as...
totally.
Full of possibilities and potential. But here's the thing. Life is all connected. Right? Me and that dog, on some way, we're connected.
I agree.
And so... if I harm that dog, I'm harming myself in some later situation. Because either that's going to happen tonight and I'm going to feel like shit because I ran that dog over on purpose, or it's going to happen in a year from now when I have some trauma that triggers something else to happen and I go down a very dark road or whatever it might trigger. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to say that...
So what makes us valuable?
Okay, so what makes you valuable would be the fact that you have choice, right?
So does a fetus have a choice? Even though
dogs and animals kind of live off of desires as choice, they do make choice, right? So when they're presented with two different food sources, they choose which one they want.
Okay.
Just like if you present two female dogs to a male dog, they choose which one they want. They're making a choice. You're talking about a grown human making a choice and being human, because you have the choice to be a remarkable human or a piece of crap human, in my opinion, right? And there are many ways that you can use to add these values to people, however you want to use it. But when you take all of a life's choice away from a life that you chose to allow to even be conceived, you're taking all those choices away. I don't think you should have any more choices to make after that.
Okay, so my issue with this argument is one, therefore should I be able to kill a fly because I'm taking away the fly's choice to continue living and make its decisions? Should I? Do you think all life is valuable because all life can make choices? What makes a dog? What makes a dog more valuable than a fly?
What I'm saying is, what makes your choice to kill that fly more important or more valuable than that fly's choice to come into your home?
Wait, yeah. So, do you think I should be able to kill a fly that's in my house?
Well, I asked you a question, and you're answering it with a question.
Wait, so you didn't really. What was your question then?
Okay, so again. Do you think that there's a difference between the value of your choice and the choice of any other thing?
Yes, of a non-sentient being, yes.
A non-sentient being, so what makes it non-sentient? Like, my chair that I'm sitting in is non-sentient.
Absolutely.
A fly is sentient.
No, it's not.
Why do you say it's not?
Because sentience implies a perception, a perceptual reality of its environment.
And fly you don't think that it has that?
So I define, sentient might not be the proper scientific term because there's many different levels of sentience, obviously. I was referring to the specific term which is often paired with what's called complex consciousness, which means a being is rational. It has the capacity to make decisions on its own in that fashion, which is fly doesn't. So I'm curious, and
wait. You said that a fly doesn't have a choice. So when I swat at a fly, it doesn't have a choice to fly away. I'm always trying to get those flies.
This is such a weird argument. In order for you to believe this, you would have to literally think that killing a fly in my own home is wrong. Do you believe that, yes or no?
I think that the choice in doing so is not less valuable than its choice in coming in my home. I just feel like I have more power over it.
So do you think I should be able to kill a fly that comes in my home, yes or no? Do you think it's morally okay?
Listen, to what I said. I say that the choice in killing that is not more valuable. You're simply more powerful to inflict your influence on it. What you're doing by saying abortion is legal is you're saying that your influence on that life is far more valuable than the potential life that it carries within it.
Awesome. I agree.
But I don't agree.
Okay, so then therefore, under that logic, do you think that it would therefore, you think abortion's morally wrong because you're exerting your power onto something that is less powerful, like a fetus? Therefore,
no. So hold on. You made the choice to put the fetus there. The fetus didn't choose to be there. If the fetus had a choice, it would have went to a mom that wouldn't abort it.
Okay,
just like the fly wouldn't have came into your home if it knew you were going to kill it.
Wait, a fetus doesn't choose to come into the mother. Let's say
exactly.
That's
why you can't kill it, because it was your choice to put it there.
The mother put it there.
You're committing a sin against yourself.
Do you think if I leave my window open and a fly comes in, can I kill that fly?
It chose to come in.
Flies don't make choices. Do you actually think flies make conscious decisions?
They smell something and they come.
They fly to shit.
Yes, they make choices.
So you think that I should kill a fly because... Wait, so hypothetically, let's say I trap a fly outside and I trap a fly outside and then I let it go, or my 4-year-old traps a fly in a container, comes into my house and releases it, and it's flying all over the kitchen. My 4-year-old brought it in. Can I kill that fly?
Yeah.
It didn't make the choice to come in. It didn't make the choice to come in.
Here's the problem.
It didn't make the choice to come in.
Do you know that your kid brought it in?
Wait, it doesn't matter. Then if the woman doesn't know that... what's the comparison here?
A woman doesn't know that she got inseminated? How is that possible?
Let's say she was raped then. She didn't have the choice. Do you believe in those situations?
Plan B. And you take that shit before conception takes place.
You get a rape kit.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's multiple issues with this argument. One.
Look, here's the thing.
No. Can I respond? Because you said a bunch of stuff. One of the problems with that. One, the trauma of rape often makes it incredibly emotionally difficult for victims to just literally, I just got raped. Now let me go to the store and get Plan B. That should be the first thing I do, other than feeling completely broken inside because they were just violated by another person.
Going to the emergency room.
Okay. Fine. Do you know how expensive that is? Plan B is sometimes can be much more expensive. Okay. I have a question. Also, Plan B sometimes not only stops conception, it stops a fertilized egg from implanting in the utero. And if that's the case, then you would be against Plan B because that is an abortifacient.
No, it stops.
If you get raped today and you go to the ER and you get Plan B, the sperm hasn't had enough time to get there. Wait. And that's exactly what you should do.
Okay, so
if abortion wasn't legal, people would be forced to go to the ER, say that they were raped, and they would be taken care of.
They would not. They would end up becoming.
Why wouldn't they?
Because they were just raped. I have a question. I haven't been raped. Have you been raped? I just have a question. Have you been raped? I just have a question. Because I don't think either of us can understand the trauma that people go through who were just raped, and to tell them that they should make the conscious decision right after they were violated by someone in the most grotesque way possible to go to the emergency room and get a rape kit after they were just raped is completely nonsensical.
At this point, when we are arguing about a mother who got raped and a child growing inside of her, I'm sorry. If you got your ass beat and your kid was next to you, I'd help your kid first, homie. I would be sorry, dude, if I can get your kid, I'm gonna fucking help your kid. Because they're the most vulnerable. If you want to go the emotional way, the mother's suffering, the mother blah, blah, blah. Rape is a horrible thing. I understand that. That's 1%. Are you saying that we should make the exception for all the 90%?
No, I didn't say that. Okay. I did not say that. I was just talking about that.
I'm asking him, do you believe?
No, I don't.
Okay, so what's your stance on abortion then? Are you talking only rape cases?
No, not at all. I was just asking you a question. How do you justify forcing a woman who did not consent to having this person inside of her, and I would argue even in consensual cases, to say that consent to sex is consent to pregnancy doesn't make sense, and we can discuss that in a second. How would you force that to be the case? Hello, how are you guys doing?
Because I said I value all life. I value human lives to an extent where I won't ever say it's okay to kill somebody. It's yes. Why would I? Okay, so there's rape, and it's like, oh yeah, let's fucking just throw fucking
No,
murder after
no,
that
no,
too.
no, no,
Fuck
no,
yeah.
no, no, no,
Let's
no.
ruin this woman's
No,
inside.
no,
Let's
wait a
fucking
second.
pull this baby out of her.
Okay, that's a very odd way to describe the procedure of abortion, when many abortions, if done before 6 weeks, are literally just taking a pill and cause her to miscarry. So it's not
Oh,
just
and do you
ripping
know
her
what a
out.
miscarriage is? Do you know how that goes? Have you ever seen one?
Wait,
Her
I
Have you ever
think
had one?
I
Her
think
sister
I,
did that,
I
and
think
she
it,
got fucked up.
I think it should be her decision if she wants to do that. And if she doesn't want to do that, she should have the option not to do that. I don't think it's your position to tell her that she can't do that.
Or you think it's your position to tell me that I can do that?
No.
You think you can tell somebody else that they can kill their kid?
I think
So-
I think that people can have the choice on whether or not they want to have a human being growing inside of them. Especially,
I think that blurs the lines really, and that's a
Okay.
That's a. What do you keep doing that for?
Hold on. Who do you think should pay for these abortions?
Well, you're not going to like this. I think they should be government funded, but they're not currently. I hope you know that. I hope you know they're not. Under the
Yeah,
Hyde
they're
Amendment.
not. They're not. I know.
Under the Hyde Amendment, federal money cannot go towards abortion. So
Yeah. So, like, I'm all for if we go to a national election, and it's not like our officials that just go up there and they vote. Like, literally, everybody votes in the United States. How are we going to handle abortion? If it comes down, yes, we're going to do abortion, then I have no problem with the government paying for it.
You don't.
But I have a huge deal with the fact that right now we just have representatives. Like, I didn't vote for more than 3 of them that are up there right
Wait,
now.
I agree.
And they're
Our
making huge decisions that affect my money and my kids.
Wait, I agree. Our
financial
political
future.
system is fucked. How does this relate?
It's-
How does this relate to specifically the issue of
Okay.
abortion?
Because the reason why it's legal today is because the same fucked up system made it legal.
Okay,
It
then
wasn't legal for how long?
Wait, fine. You could say the same fucked up system gave women the right to vote. Is it wrong because it was done through our fucked up legal system?
Well, the system didn't decide that. Women's suffrage decided
Yeah.
that.
Wait, and the
Yeah,
abortion rights movement decided that abortion is legal.
No, the Supreme Court decided.
And then the
It's
Supreme
very
Court
different.
ruled that women could have the right to vote. They upheld the
Yes.
20th Amendment.
But why did that even get to the Supreme Court?
Because people-
women took to the streets.
And
Nobody
because-
was taking to the streets about abortion.
Are you kidding me?
It was
Absolutely.
Roe versus Wade.
Roe versus
That's
Wade
what
was
made that happen.
Yeah, and there was a huge movement off of that.
How many people?
Do you want me to look up how many people were protesting abortion during that time?
I mean, if you're using it, yes, I want to know.
I don't have the exact statistic. I'm not going to tell you, but there was a huge movement for that. That's why. Wait, how do you think it got to the Supreme Court if it wasn't a big deal? The Supreme Court only takes big, high-profile cases that they feel they can effectively rule
Because
and
there
have
was
a
a
large
lot of
impact.
money behind it. Because
Do you think Supreme Court justices get paid?
you think they don't?
That's I would love to see where you get that from.
Wait, they don't let us see.
Well,
They're
we
not
def-
gonna say put it on
wait.
Facebook.
Our legislator is bought off. Absolutely. Supreme Court justices, as far as I'm concerned, through our legal system, cannot. I mean, I'd love to see where Supreme Court justices are getting under the table contributions. I'm pretty
I
sure.
would too, but they're not. Like I said, they're never gonna tell us.
So
Just like you're never gonna bust a lawyer for doing that shit, you're not gonna bust a judge necessarily.
So, okay, fine. I feel like then we shouldn't argue something that we don't have any knowledge
No,
of.
I'm not trying to argue that aspect whatsoever.
Okay, so I don't see the point. Let's hypothetically say, like, for sake of argument, I'm just saying if it was the case, I'm not asserting this. If there was a movement similar to women's suffrage that made abortion legal, would that somehow make it different? Would you somehow support that then?
Okay, well, the difference then becomes really ideological, okay, because women's suffrage is talking about human rights, which is exactly what I would use to support my argument to support the banning of abortion.
Sure.
Is the same reason why women should have rights, is exactly the same group that should be picketing against these abortionists. Like,
Okay, so I want to because I don't feel like we're getting anywhere with this, and I think there's a better argument that can be discussed here that moves away from this just to broaden the discussion. There's the argument surrounding bodily autonomy in particular, and this idea that you can't force someone to use their body to sustain your life, even if you put them in a situation where they require your body for survival. Now, can I lay out a thought experiment, or do you have any initial thoughts first?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. So let's say that you are driving a car recklessly. You're driving it, you don't care about anyone else's safety, you're just driving because it's fun. You enjoy driving recklessly. And because of that, you crash your car into another person and injure them, causing them to need a kidney transplant to survive. You are the only available donor to them. If they don't get your kidney, they will die. Do you believe the government should force you to donate your kidney to that person who you injured?
Were you injured in the accident?
Were you injured? Let's say that you were fine.
You were 100% fine.
Sure, you were fine.
You're going to jail.
Wait, you
for
are.
life.
Wait, you are. But can the government force you to donate your body? That's the question. Can they force you to donate your kidney?
Okay, so what you're talking about is cause and effect and repercussions for your cause and effect, right? So you're saying
I can modify.
What I want to make sure is
I can modify it if you want to make it really actually similar if you want. Let's say that you're unconscious from the crash. You're not injured, but you're unconscious, and you wake up in a hospital bed connected to them. Does that change the scenario? Do you believe you should be required to continue giving your kidney or your blood to them?
No, so what I'm asking is, okay, you ran them over, or you had a car accident.
Yes.
You put them there.
Absolutely.
But did you go out with the intent?
Do you think most women have sex with the intention to get pregnant?
They should.
Okay, so this is what I'll say. If you have sex without protection and you're not on the pill and you don't have a condom, right?
Yeah.
Then, dude, you're most likely gonna get pregnant.
And if you drive intoxicated all over the road, not caring about other people's safety, it's likely you're gonna crash into someone.
Of course. But when you get in that car, you didn't get into the car with the intention or the knowledge that you might crash into somebody.
How do we know
When you
that?
had sex, you knew that you had the intention or the possibility of getting pregnant.
Well,
like, you're arguing against something very different. So you're saying that when he got in that vehicle, he was accepting the possibility that he might need to give up his kidney.
Yeah.
When that's not true. Nobody thinks I might need to give up my kidney today when they get in the car.
So
but
is
when you
intention-
have sex, it does run through your mind. Like, ask any woman, all right? They will have the worry of becoming pregnant if you sleep with them without a condom. They're going to have that
So
thought.
why does that? So why does that? I'm curious. Why does that
universal.
matter? Let's say because you still support abortion in the case of rape, even if she doesn't. So let's say she.
I don't support abortion.
Oh, sorry.
I support
Pro-life.
Plan
Pro-life.
B.
My
I
bad.
support
Okay, but
prevention.
I would love for you to do some research on Plan B because it can do one of two things. One of them, it can stop fertilization from occurring. That's one of them. The other option, and either of the two are going to happen, is the egg gets fertilized and it removes the blood from the endometrium so that the fertilized egg cannot implant. That is literally an abortifacient
Let me
drug.
just tell you, I've done my research on Plan B, and on Plan B, they have a time frame in which you last had unprotected sex. That you need to take that.
Okay.
Outside of that time frame, conception can occur.
And
it says
yes.
it right on the box.
Absolutely. And do you think women who take it after that time period do you think
They're
should
committing an abortion?
And
yes.
do you think they should be prosecuted for that?
You're committing an abortion.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
Under my system, it would be illegal, and yes, you would be prosecuted.
Okay, sure.
But
So-
it's not illegal right now, so it
Absolutely.
doesn't matter.
I'm asking you about your ideal. Do you think this sounds like a gotcha? It was an interesting thought experiment and thing I was thinking about. Do you believe a pregnant woman can get arrested? I'll let you think about it. If not, I can explain my reasoning behind why it's interesting.
That a pregnant woman can get arrested?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, wait. So you think a fetus is equally valuable to a human being like you and me, right? And it should be granted all the same rights and constitutional protections as you and me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then, therefore, you would be arresting a human being, an innocent human being, without due process.
No, I'd be arresting the mother. That's a red herring. You can't
No,
do
it's
that.
not a red
You
herring.
can't do that.
How?
Hold on.
I'm curious.
Here's the problem. You're not actually changing the environment of the baby.
Wait, does it matter? Let's say, wait a
The
second.
baby's living environment doesn't change.
Fine.
The mother's does.
Fine.
still alive?
No, wait a second. Let's say that I'm in my room, and you completely replicate my room to a T in a jail cell, and it's exactly the same. I have access to everything. Do you believe
That's
the
not the
state?
same.
Do you
That's not the same.
do you believe the state can arrest me because I'm innocent? I'm
That's
innocent.
not the same. That's
What?
not the same.
I'm asking you, how is it not? Can a pregnant woman be arrested? If it is a fully fledged human being that is completely equal to you and me, then the state cannot arrest an innocent human being. And if you arrest a pregnant woman, you are by default arresting.
She is part of the woman growing in the woman.
Does that matter? You're still arresting a human being. You're still arresting an innocent human being.
And look.
Doesn't that violate the
Okay,
Constitution?
so Arkham's razor, bro. Listen, Arkham's razor.
There we
The
go.
most obvious thing here is that, again, the baby's living situation never changes. No matter what situation you put the mother under, she could be a pregnant terrorist.
Wait.
That you fucking incarcerate in Guantanamo Bay.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because the baby's situation is still the same.
That's so false. Do you think she's going to be given the same adequate nutrition in prison and be treated the same?
I don't care about the mother. I care about the baby.
Oh!
What he's
You just admitted it.
What he's saying is that the baby will suffer along with the mother. That's what he's saying.
No, that's not what he
if
was.
she doesn't. Yes, you're saying that the mother won't get adequate nutrition and that we should feel just as bad that the baby's not getting vitamins.
That's a clip.
That's the same as killing a baby.
That's
in
my
the
next viral TikTok. Thank you. Oh, that was beautiful. I appreciate that.
It's so funny that you think that you're still right. That's the funny part.
You
That's
just
the
said
funny
you care
part.
more about the baby than the mother.
I care more about the baby than the mother. Absolutely.
I get it again.
Choices.
I care more about your son than I do you. Don't teach your son your views, homie.
You care. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I appreciate that so much. Okay. All right.
Why are you?
You know, it
hold on,
alarms-
hold on.
it alarms
Why are
me
you-
very
hold on.
much.
That
Why
was
are
just
you
so funny. I'm
excited?
sorry.
What was funny? Why are you excited? Because you think you fucking struck gold, and I'm just like,
Yes,
what?
because
Like,
you literally admitted what we know is that pro-lifers care more about the child than they do the mother.
I could have told you that at the very beginning of this conversation.
The mother made
okay,
a
I
choice
appreciate it.
already. I'm not saying, hey, if you have a dangerous birth and you're gonna die because you're gonna give birth to this baby.
Listen,
I'm not saying, hey.
what choice would you have made had your mother, the mother of your child, who would you have chosen?
If my what?
Are you married? Is it your wife or your what?
I'm not married. Oh, I'm 18.
And you have a 4-year-old son?
I don't have a son. What are you talking about?
Didn't he say?
No.
Oh, was it a hypothetical? I thought you
Maybe.
said my 4-year-old.
No, I don't think so. Sorry, my bad. Oh, no, I don't have a son.
Okay.
Ah,
so-
damn. Okay, well, it's usually the people who aren't married, who don't have kids, who are. It's I thought I was more interested in this conversation because initially I heard you say my 4-year-old, and I'm like, wait, oh, you have a kid.
No,
That's why
I
I
don't
kept-
have a kid.
That's
Sorry.
why I kept saying I care more about your son than I do you because I thought I don't know where I got that from.
No, but seriously,
I mean-
honestly, 100%, I care about that baby far more than I do about the
Why
mother.
is that funny to
Even
you?
if it was my wife right here, and it came down to her life or my baby,
Wait,
Yo,
and
my
you know what's
baby.
beautiful? Is I think you should have the choice to make. I don't think you should be able to make that choice for that 13-year-old rape victim who got pregnant. I don't think that's your choice to make. I think if she wants to value her life over the undeveloped fetus inside of her, the two-celled organism, I think that she should be able to do that.
but didn't I already say that I think that it should be prescription based?
What do you mean
You told the other
prescription-based?
guy. You did
All
say
right.
that.
So what I had started explaining to another individual is that my position on abortion is really simple, actually, and this is the best way to handle it. Okay, you make it prescription based. You got to go to the doctor and be like, "Yo, I got to get rid of this thing. This baby's got to go for whatever reason. This is the problem." And the doctor's like, "Yo, you don't have any reason to get rid of this baby. I'm not going to give you the prescription. You're not
Okay.
getting it."
Okay.
Or, you know what, you were raped? Okay, let's go through the legal proceeding. You came up, you stood up 3 months later. All right, it took you a while, but you finally worked up the courage. It conquers your argument that the day after or 3 days after.
Yeah,
the rape.
most rape victims don't do that,
Yeah,
or have the
okay,
means,
so-
or are embarrassed to tell their parents that they were just violated. It's kind of hard.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Don't assume that we don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
then why would you assume that most women can just go get Plan B the day after they were raped?
women who have, and
And that's
very
awesome,
logical.
and they're
I
really-
think we need to educate.
I think
we need to educate. Don't you think that as well?
Yes, absolutely, but I don't think
Is
that.
that-
I don't think it's a false. I don't think it's a dichotomy. I don't think it's, what is it? I forgot the word. Like either or. I don't think it's either or. I don't think it's educate or
Yo, save this
stopping
one
that.
for the bloopers, huh?
What? Stumbling on my words. Everyone stumbles.
No,
How is
like
it?
I imagine you're using it to make a video or something because you were so excited about what we had.
I
said.
am on. I am.
Saying save that one for the bloopers.
Oh,
right?
for sure. Wait, I don't think I'm perfect. The 30 people who are watching right now on my TikTok live don't think I'm perfect. But that's how it goes.
Well, hopefully you get 40 out of this, who knows?
40, we'll see. I don't know. It was an interesting conversation. I don't really know how I can explain it any better. You
can't argue it.
Look,
Wait,
here's the
I
thing.
did.
You
Wait.
have your perspective and we have ours. You can explain it all you want. We can explain ours. But if you don't have eyes to see, you'll never notice.
And I think that you should be able to live your life how you choose, and I should be able to live my life how I choose. And I
you're
think those
okay
women.
with killing kids, and we're not.
No,
so-
I'm not. I don't think people should be required to use their body to sustain the life of another human
So,
being against their will.
Okay. Yeah. No, dude.
They skip me. Okay, that's the conversation we're ending on.